Hi, teammates. I believe Jesus is the lion with the eagle's wings spoken of in Daniel 7. I believe Hendrik Goldzius is the Holy Ghost and that he was Daniel, and that Daniel is a parable, and that Cornelius' court is Nebuchadnezzar spoken of in Daniel. And I believe Paul Walker was the reincarnated version of Hendrik Goldzius. So I'm going to call this video Zechariah 13 Part 2, because a while ago I did Zechariah 13 vid, and that seemed to be the first gathering. And we've had many gatherings, but we should be nearing the end of the gatherings of these actors and football players and all sorts of people that are a part of the freemasonic system that have been called out of it, and we're gathering them. So this should be one of the last ones. I'm going to gather Keanu Reeves today, and I also found some very interesting things with this guy here, Harry Reichenbach. If you look him up, we have full proof of he was an agent, and we have full proof of the waster today, of the waster being Heath Ledger. And this is very interesting. So when he worked for actor Francis Bushman was a bodybuilder actor, kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he dropped pennies on the ground and people followed him, and then he got signed for a big contract because he had a following of people behind him, and he dropped pennies in the streets and people followed him. So if we go to this here, Harry Reichenbach, July 4th, 1931, Harry died to Heath Ledger death is 27,962 days. So we'll get to that. And then from Paul Walker is 30,101. So that's just like what we see here. This actually, instead of it being Paul Walker that's illustrated by the numbers, it's actually this guy, Harry Reichenbach. And it's all symbolism, and it could mean the way Paul Walker's relationship is with it, it could be that as well. But he was in the throne of, or like a buddy to, 101, which was Cyberdyne Systems 101 is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Bushman was a bodybuilder. So we have symbolism of the pennies being like the third horse and all that. And then the 27,962, I'll show you this, for the Virgin of Istanbul. He hired actors to pose as a clandestine Turkish rescue party that was hunting for a royal bride that had eloped with an American soldier. So it's just like the Des Troy, Troy, the Helen story, and Achilles and Paris and all that. So it's waster symbolism for sure. So, and you can see that there. And thank you, teammates.
I mean, it's not that my other friends I don't respect, but it's, I don't know, who would I, like I have a friend of mine who I met on a film named Alex Winter. We did a film called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and we've been friends, since. And, if he sees a film and he's like, well, I like this and I like that, or I didn't like this, I didn't like that, I feel I usually agree with him.
And for example,
but are you sure you want me to? I'm sure. Has Teddy brought Mr. Hoskins down to Panama yet? Oh, no, dear. He's just finishing digging the canal. Oh, but we can get the flowers ready and everything.
fella.